One summer evening, Morgan Freeman found himself embarking on a solitary and mysterious journey to satisfy his passion for history. He had finally decided to visit a place he had heard about for years, but had never found the opportunity to explore: an ancient but forgotten city called Arcadia. This city, absent from any world map, was rumored to hold a secret capable of bending time itself. Freeman's goal was not just to quench his curiosity, but to understand how this place defied the flow of time. As he approached the city, faint silhouettes emerged on the horizon. Ruined temples, stone paths, and buildings reclaimed by nature bore the unmistakable marks of time's passage. Yet there was something peculiar in the air of Arcadia. The wind seemed to hum a melody, and the sound of his footsteps on the stones felt rhythmic. Freeman's keen eyes and a train to observe fine details recognized immediately that this was no ordinary place. Even the stones seemed to hold stories within them. While exploring, Freeman noticed an old man sitting at a street corner. The man's face was etched with deep lines, but his eyes sparkled like those of a young boy. "Welcome, traveler," the old man said, without surprising Freeman in the least. He felt as though the man had been expecting him. "What do you know about this place?" Freeman asked. The old man smiled faintly. "This is not just a city of stone. Here, time is an illusion. If you seek to understand who you are, this city will reveal the answers." Intrigued, Freeman decided to follow the man's lead. He was taken to an ancient temple. The walls were covered in symbols and strange writings, each seeming to represent a different era of time. Standing before one wall, the old man gestured for Freeman to remain silent. "Now is the time to listen," he said. At that moment, a faint light began to emanate from the wall. As the light grew, echoes from the past filled the temple. The clamor of ancient battles, the murmurs of joyful celebrations, and whispered voices created the sensation of time travel. Freeman experienced the moment not just with his eyes, but with his soul. The temple presented him with a vision of his own life, like a film reel playing before his eyes. The choices he made as a young man, his first steps into acting, his achievements, and much more. But then the visions shifted. Unfamiliar faces and unknown memories appeared. Freeman suddenly realized the city was not just showing him the past. It was weaving together the stories of others. Time here was not individual. It was collective, like the shared memory of humanity itself. The old man's voice echoed again. "This city connects us all. Time is merely an illusion, traveler. What truly matters is the legacy we leave behind." Freeman continued to explore the city, uncovering more traces. A child's forgotten toy, a piece of embroidery crafted by a woman, the dents on a warrior's shield. Each artifact symbolized the complexity of life and the imprints left by humanity. Freeman now understood the city's message. It was not time itself, but the impact of our lives that was real. Before leaving, the old man gave Freeman a final piece of advice. You cannot escape the shadow of time, but you can learn to understand it. Take this story wherever you go. With those words, Freeman felt a profound sense of peace. As he departed Arcadia, he was no longer the same man. The city had given him not just an adventure, but a lesson about life. He had come to appreciate the importance of forging connections, leaving an imprint, and questioning the meaning of existence more deeply. And in his usual wise tone, Freeman murmured to himself, "Time may be a shadow, but behind every shadow there is a light.